Caitlin talked about it today, but consistency from big win to bad loss before the break to win 2 in a row like this. What does that mean to you and about this team and the point they're at this season?
Yeah, we've been in the same situation, win a big one. And these guys just showed up ready to go. It was a slugfest early. It just felt like everything was just in the mud. But, at halftime, we just kept talking about we had great shots. We got good looks, we were getting stops. I mean, you hold Seattle to whatever they had at halftime. Like, you feel good about it. We just had to put the ball in the hole.
That's 13 wins, which is the same number as last year's team. Can you even compare where this team was last year at this time compared to where they are now?
Yeah, one of my assistants was like, Coach, it took us 40 games to get 13. That was what he said. And, just feels really good. So proud of our team. I'm so proud of our team. Golly, just the crowd, it just sounded amazing out there. Get this win. I mean, these guys, they put in the work. They keep putting in the work. They keep showing up and just getting better, growing as a team.
Let's go, Matt, Christine, Chloe.
Yeah, hi, Christie. I was just kind of curious what happened there at the end of the game with Noelle. Seems like you guys were talking about something for a little bit of a long time. Obviously saw the hug after, but what was that
Yeah,
about?
no, a lot of respect for Noelle. That's between her and I. But, my gosh, the fans, the wins, we're just excited. Just the spirit in the gym, the energy in the gym today. Just 16,000 people, right? I think that's what it was tonight. So just a huge win for the Fever.
Go, Christine and Chloe.
So, Christy, you've got Caitlin out there doing Caitlin things, but also getting upset and hitting the stanchion or whatever. And what are you thinking there? You want to, obviously, I'm guessing, keep her, let her be her, but you also don't want to lose her or have her get injured or whatever. What's that balance as you're trying to figure out, how to coach her and advise her while all these things are happening?
Yeah. So I wanted our coaches to find what exactly happened. I didn't see what she did to get that. She was frustrated, and she went she hit the pad on the rim. I mean, she's done that several times, and I don't think she's been teed up for that. So, I'm not that's the way she gets her frustration out. I have absolutely no problem with that. It didn't affect anybody. It wasn't towards anything. So we just have to be consistent on that call. I mean, that hadn't been a technical on her before. So we just need to, I'm going to, figure out how to talk to her after I talk to Sue and see how we need to move forward.
Chloe.
Yeah, just how did Lexie coming off the bench hitting 6 of 7 threes, how did that fire up the players for the game?
Chloe, that fired up everybody. That fired up everybody. I mean, Lexie Hull puts in the work. She puts in the work. She is, she just needed to see the ball go in the hole. And once she found that and she caught fire, and then we started looking for her. And, you've got players out there that just draw so much of attention. I mean, she was shooting some wide open threes, and she put it in for us. So proud of her. So proud of her.
James.
Christy, I know we talked a lot about Caitlin's playmaking, Kelsey's playmaking, but Aaliyah tonight, 8, 9, and 15. What do you make of her performance?
Yeah, 2 assists away from a triple-double. I mean, that's just really AB is going to give you whatever you need. When Caitlin's being trapped, when she sets that screen, she's putting herself in the right place so can Caitlin give her the ball, right? She's in the position, and now she is seeing ahead of her on who to make the next pass to, because everyone is now flooding the lane, trying to make sure AB is either going to drive or she's going to kick to our shooters. That's Kelsey wide open over there because her man has to help. She's just a smart basketball player. I think she got called for that little screen right there at the end. I'm not sure that was a moving screen. I'll have to go back and watch that one, but just a solid performance by AB, by Damaris Dantas. Hit some big shots for us, made some veteran moves. Kelsey Mitchell. Can't say enough about Kelsey Mitchell. I mean, she missed a couple buckets early. I think she probably could have had 35 points tonight, if she'd have hit those baskets. I mean, just solid. These guys are just putting it together. They're putting it together. They're playing well together. Just a great environment tonight for a good win.
And I know you said with Caitlin, you want to let her be herself, but 5 technicals on the season, 7, you got to sit down. So do you have those conversations with her? And I guess how do you toe that line between letting her be herself but knowing you need her, obviously, down the stretch?
Yeah, no, we're going to have a conversation. I don't need Caitlin to have to sit out a game. So, yes, that is definitely going to be a conversation. She's just a fiery competitor. I mean, I don't want to take that away from her. That's the difference in who she is. But I'm really proud, earlier in the game, she had 3 turnovers in that first half. I think we finished the game the last 25 minutes with only 5 turnovers. Like, we had 22 turnovers against them last time. So for us to finish the game with 25 minutes with just 5, solid performance on that end of the floor for us.
Last 2 in the room on the right.
From an overall team perspective, is this the best 4 quarters you put together defensively?
That is what we keep focusing on. That's the end of the floor that's going to win games for us. And we put a lot of work in during this break, and that's where we've got to keep getting better. We're able to change things up. Our schemes are being able to do different things that we weren't able to do before because of the practice that we got.
Luke.
Coach, the fan base has loved you from the first minute of the season, and they were selling out the arena when you were losing games, and now they're even more enthusiastic. You ready to move to Lucas Oil for some games?
Oh, come on. You know what? Sometimes when there's shots that are made or something big happens, I've coached in this league a long time, and the way the crowd sounds and what that feels like, it's like you're playing in the championship. And for our players to experience this every night that we're putting on our shoes and coming out and playing these minutes, it's incredible. It's incredible. Great time for women's basketball. Great time for the Fever.
Yep. Last one on Zoom, Roberta. Go ahead for Coach.
Hi, Coach. Can you talk a little bit about what you saw from the minutes today, from struggling in the start against NECA and Ezzy to hitting those 2 shots at the end to kind of energize the team and consolidate the win?
Just about Damaris, her reply today.
Dee came in for us and had some huge minutes for us. Just her veteran presence. She does things defensively just because of her experience. She hit some big shots. She's very confident. I have a lot of confidence in her as a 3-point shooter, which makes it really hard when you can extend so many players behind that 3-point line. Also, just that low post defense from her presence, her size, just really came up big for us. Her ability to box out and make sure we get those rebounds was a huge contributor in this win tonight.
I'm just curious how that one felt and how you felt walking up the floor and seeing some people that are close to you.
Yeah, first of all, to get a win in front of anyone is great. To get a win in front of my grandma who came all the way from Spokane and my sister.
Shout out Cheryl.
Yeah, go Grandma Cheryl. And my sister came from Austin. It's amazing. And to have them, courtside was super cool too. So really good feeling tonight.
Kaylin, we saw you tweeted that you're a Lexie Hall fan account now. What can you say about the performance
Twitter
she
really
had?
quick to tweet that, or X. Yeah, my account will solely be about Lexie if you want to follow. I'm going to change the bio to Lexie Hall fan page. So, yeah.
Lexie, what does that feel like when you're making shots and it's because of not only you, but just the ball movement overall with the team?
Yeah, we had just really good ball movement, found the open person, got to our open spots, and knocked down shots. I think the fourth quarter, I don't know what our field goal percentage was, but felt like we were crashing and the ball just kept going in. So, we feed off of that, feed off of each other, and it's just a fun end of that game.
And then, Caitlin, for you, when you're seeing your teammates have success as well, what does that do for you when okay, I don't have to do everything, they can, knock down some shots as well?
Yeah, it was so fun. When we moved the ball like that and, have our feet ready to knock down shots were really hard to beat. I also thought AB was incredible. 15 rebounds, 9 points, 8 assists. NECA is really good. Ezzy's really good. That's a tough matchup, and she really moved the ball well. I think out of the pick and roll, especially there in the fourth quarter, that's why we got so many threes on the weak side, is because AB was able to get the ball out of the ball screen. And Lexie knocked down a few. Kels knocked down a few. Dee made one. So I thought she was really good for us as well.
Chloe, then Christine.
Yeah, Caitlin, you mentioned pregame that after big wins like against Liberty, against the Lynx, you kind of had letdown games.
Mm-hmm.
Just what does it mean to get 2 big wins in a row?
Yeah, I think it's huge for our group. It's just one at a time. I thought we've done a really good job of that over these first 2 games. And honestly, we came into halftime really confident. We were either up 1 or down 1, whatever it was. We felt like it was kind of a sluggish game. We played pretty good defense. Our offense was a little bit stagnant, but once we got going there in the third and fourth quarters, with the defense that we were already playing, it was, I thought we were in a pretty good position to win.
Christine, go ahead.
Caitlin, obviously you were fiery. There's a lot going on. Can you describe what's going on in your brain at that moment?
And too much.
But also, I think people love that about you, as long as you don't either break your hand
Yeah.
or get another technical. Can I describe what you're thinking and going through there? Thanks.
Well, I got a technical for basically being mad at myself because I missed the 3 and then I went and hit the backboard. and he told me it was disrespectful to the game of basketball. So I don't know. It reminded me of the technical that I got in college where I said, damn it, where it's like a personal frustration. Had nothing to do with my team, had nothing to do with their reffing, had nothing to do with other team. It was just because I'm a competitor, and I felt like I should have been making more shots. So, but I think he fired me up to continue to play a lot harder. I thought we got a lot better after he did that. So I want to thank him for that. But overall, I thought once we got to that media timeout around 5 minutes in the third quarter, I thought we all kind of just took a breath. It was a little chaos there for 2.5 minutes, and I think I could have done a better job of kind of regaining my cool, but that's like the fire and passion that just gets me going. It's just finding a way to channel that and use that, and I thought I did a really good job of that at the end of the third and the fourth quarter.
Go second row on the right, and then over to Lou on the left.
Caitlin, you mentioned kind of the sluggish first half. What does it say about the growth of this team that you're able to come out and have the fourth quarter that you did today?
Yeah, well, we felt like we were getting good looks and good shots. We felt like we could have just played with a little bit of a faster tempo. Like, we're really good in transition. But even in the half court, like, we were just kind of moving a step slow. Like, we wanted a little more energy in the ball. And I think once we got that in the second half, their rotations, once they got tired, just weren't as good. And then we were able to get, not as many contested shots, and we were able to knock them down. And I don't know what we shot there in the fourth quarter, but it felt like we made just about every shot.
Lou, go ahead.
Lexie, are you going to get those relative season tickets now?
I mean, we might have to.
Those are pretty expensive.
We'll make sure the
our
Fever
salaries,
gets working on
our salaries, it's like our entire salary to get those. I'm not kidding.
We'll have someone work on that for
Yeah,
sure.
we need people to help.
You think they also send a message to other teams if they watch the game tape that, hey, I can shoot this a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, we're hard to guard when everyone's making their shots. So it's just exciting to kind of get into a rhythm as a group. And yeah, we're excited just to take, each game as it comes, but keep moving forward, keep building on this one.
Matt, go ahead.
Yeah, Caitlin, obviously an eventful game with the tech, and then, Lexie going off, Kelsey and Aaliyah going off as well. How much does that add, if at all, just to the milestone of getting the rookie assist record?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a really fun game. Like, these fans have just been crazy and so into it, and I feel like, especially with how we started the season, like, I feel like they definitely deserve it, and I think they're starting to see how much potential this team has when we play the way we're supposed to. And honestly, I felt like we put together 4 really good quarters. Like, yeah, the first and the second were a little sluggish, but we weren't bad. They were just playing good defense, and we weren't getting, we weren't making open looks that we usually make, but we just continued to chip away until they did. And we took pretty good care of the ball after starting a little slow in that area. But yeah, I mean, the assist record is cool too. Obviously, Teacha is somebody that's been very supportive of myself even since I was in college. And if you watch her highlights, like, she was definitely a better passer than me. She has way more flair to her. She had way more flair to her game in the way she passed the ball. Like, she would spin around and make these crazy passes. I kind of just run in transition and chuck it up there and hope for the best. That's all I do.
James.
Lexie, when you're working towards something, you have a breakthrough moment like this. What does that feel like, and how did you, I guess, kind of just stay confident to kind of seize this moment?
I think just, trusting myself, trusting the work I put in, getting extra shots every day, waiting for those open ones in the game to knock them down. I think just, trusting the process. It's been some tough games, not making those open ones, but just got to keep shooting, trust the work that I put in.
Tony.
Lexie, that was 13 wins for you guys, which matches the total of this team from last year. How much better do you feel like this team is than last year? You still have 12 games to go, and where do you feel the progress maybe the most from last year to this year?
I think we just have, a really balanced attack, and everyone's really bought in. I think, it's just a lot. It's really fun to watch when you have Caitlin running in transition. The ball can go anywhere. Anyone can knock it down. I mean, our offense is just so fluid, and that's so fun to play, fast-paced, and, it's fun to score a lot of points. So I think that's something that we've definitely improved on this year.
The last one on Zoom, Mike Vopel, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Caitlin, I know we've asked you a lot about records in 2024, but what does it mean to you to have those scoring records you have in college, but then also get this assist record? You've talked a lot about what it means to have both of those aspects of your game, but to do this in this year, what does it mean to you?
Yeah, it's definitely cool. I mean, if you would have told me I would lead the league in assists coming in here in my rookie season, I probably would have told you you're lying. But I take a lot of pride in that. I want to set my teammates up first and foremost because I think that's going to help you have the most successful team. Whether that's in the pick and roll, that's probably where I'm most successful with that. And I'm lucky enough to play with AB and Liz. And who are really good in that action. And then I think our shooting has gotten a lot better, especially to start these 2 games of the second half. So, I'm always looking for my teammates in transition. That's kind of where I thrive the most. And sometimes I overpass it a little bit. And, there's always going to be the turnover side of it, just with how fast I play the game and, how much the ball is in my hands. But, I'll continue to learn and continue to get better at that. But I still feel like there's a lot of room for me to grow. So that's what I'm most excited about.